Well, hello there. Can you believe it? I'm here, Japan. I've dreamed about this moment for what feels like my entire life. The journey here was long, a flight across the big blue ocean, but every second was filled with this buzzing excitement. It's just me, my suitcase, and a giant, rumbling appetite for adventure. The first thing that hits you when you step out into the city is the sound. It's a symphony. Towering buildings covered in bright signs, tiny ancient temples with beautiful wooden gates. I don't really have a plan, and that's the best part. The goal is to just wander, to get a little lost and to let my nose lead the way. This trip is all about connection, with food, with culture, and with the wonderful people who make this country so special. Let's eat. My first mission in Tokyo, even before I checked into my hotel, was ramen. It had to be ramen. I found this tiny little place, a hole in the wall with a counter and a few stools. I didn't know what to order, so I pointed at the man next to me. A giant, beautiful bowl was placed in front of me. The broth was so rich and flavorful, the noodles perfectly chewy. It was more than just soup. It was like a warm hug in a bowl. After that ramen, I started exploring the world of Japanese snacks. Konbini are treasure chests. I found onigiri, salmon, pickled plum, perfect walking snacks. I tried a warm canned coffee from a vending machine and sweet melon pan. Tiny revelations on the go. That evening, I decided to be a little fancy. Walking in was like entering another world. I sat at the counter and watched the chef work. He moved with such grace and precision, like a dancer. Each course was a tiny work of art. Delicate grilled fish, a light tempura, a soup that tasted of the sea. It was an experience that engaged all the senses. A meal I will truly never forget. From humble ramen to elegant kaiseki, my first day was a whirlwind of flavors. What I loved most was the care in everything. So come on, let's go. Our Japanese food adventure is just getting started. If you want to feel the real heartbeat of a city, you have to go to its markets. I visited Tsukiji Outer Market. Wow, giant tuna, wriggling octopus, beautiful pink shrimp. The sights and smells are electric. Sweet tamagoyaki and charcoal grills. Irresistible. I had a skewer of grilled scallops brushed with soy and butter. So fresh I almost cried. It was pure, simple, and perfect. Then I took the Shinkansen to Osaka. The ride itself is an experience. Osaka feels like a food theme park. Giant mechanical crabs, octopus signs, streets packed with food lovers. I had to try takoyaki, batter formed into little balls with a piece of octopus, cooked in a dimpled pan. Piping hot, topped with sauce, mayonnaise, and dancing bonito flakes. Quintessential Japan. Eating them on a bridge overlooking the canal, magic. Down a dark alley I found a tiny izakaya. Warm lanterns, even warmer hospitality. Tip: counter seats are great. Learn a few phrases, smile and point when unsure. In Kyoto I tried yatsuhashi and delicate tofu dishes. Each city has its signature flavors. Getting a little bit of this and a little bit of that, my moving feast as I walked, was one of my favorite things to do. Food in Japan is more than eating. It's connected to culture, history, and art. I joined a traditional tea ceremony in Kyoto. A woman in a kimono guided me, every movement deliberate. She whisked the matcha. Presenting the bowl felt like a meditation. I learned ichigo ichie, one time, one meeting, to cherish the moment. Sipping bitter, earthy matcha, I felt present. Next, I visited a small family-run sake brewery outside the city. He showed huge vats of rice and explained the importance of pure mountain water and long fermentation. It's a complex art. We tasted a dry, crisp sake and a cloudy nigori. Each had its own story and character. Talking with the brewer, hearing generational stories, deepened my appreciation for the drink. To be more hands-on, I joined a cooking class hosted by Emmy in her home kitchen. We learned to make dashi, roll sushi with a bamboo mat, and fry tempura. Sometimes my rolls were lumpy, but we laughed. We sat down to eat what we made, sharing food, stories, and smiles, understanding the process and the love behind it. These cultural moments taught me that food is woven into daily life, ritual, and memory here. Small details, pottery, calligraphy, the way a bowl is held, all matter. These experiences touched my heart, beyond taste. They were moments of presence. Let's talk about the thing I dreamed of. Wagyu beef. I found a restaurant in Kobe that specializes in it. The chef presented the beef like a piece of art. then sliced and seared it on a hot grill right in front of me. I took my first bite and there are no words. It dissolved on my tongue. Unforgettable. The chef also grilled vegetables, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, perfect accompaniments. It was an expensive, once-in-a-lifetime treat, worth every yen. It's a flavor and memory that will stay with me forever. But Japan isn't only about meat. I discovered shojin ryori, temple vegetarian cuisine, and dishes like goma tofu, delicate vegetable tempura, simmered daikon, simple ingredients celebrated. Creativity and respect for seasonal ingredients, plant-based food can be deeply satisfying. Desserts were a revelation. Daifuku mochi with strawberry, piping hot takoyaki, comfort in every bite, and matcha everything. Parfaits layered with soft-serve jelly, mochi, red bean, every spoonful a new texture. Elegant, subtle, and balanced. Desserts showed another side of Japanese taste. As my time in Japan comes to an end, I'm sitting with a cup of green tea, looking at the city lights. My stomach is full, and my heart even fuller. The trip was about food, but became about people. The chef who shared his grandmother's recipe, the couple in an izakaya who shared their laughter. There were nervous moments, times when I felt lost or alone, but those are tiny compared to the joy and discovery. Tips: get a pocket Wi-Fi or SIM at the airport. Maps and translation apps are lifesavers. Carry some cash. Many smaller restaurants and markets are cash only. Look for lines. They usually mean something delicious inside. Try Depa basement food halls for quick gourmet meals. Learn a few phrases. Itadakimasu, gochisosama deshita, arigato gozaimasu, sumimasen. Embrace eating alone. Counter seats put you in the middle of the action. Do slurp your noodles. It's polite. Don't walk and eat. Find a spot to enjoy street food. And don't tip. A sincere thank you is best. If you've ever thought about a solo food-focused trip, do it. Pack your bag, be curious, be brave, and most importantly, be hungry. What a journey! Ramen, izakaya nights, serene tea ceremonies, melt-in-your-mouth wagyu, and matcha desserts. Where should I go next for my solo culinary adventure? Drop your suggestions in the comments. Thanks for coming along. See you on the next plate.